It looks like DeSantis is another right-winger that wants to change the 14th Amendment to deny people birthright citizenship for being born in the United States.
Governor Ron DeSantis vowing no more excuses as he pitched his first major campaign policy aimed at illegal immigration.
Governor DeSantis in the border town of Eagle Pass, Texas today, pledging an emergency declaration and use of force if necessary if he wins the White House. It all comes as the governor's policies in Florida face criticism over what they could mean for the health of immigrant communities. And
What's going to happen is there's going to be less and less migrant workers coming to the United States, which means the farms are not going to get picked.
and the impact on the state's economy.
Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders begins our coverage.
On a hot Texas day, Governor Ron DeSantis addressed the hot button issue in Republican politics: securing the nation's southern border. The Republican Monday revealed his plan to make it all happen.
What we're saying is no excuses on this. Get the job done. Make it happen. We want results.
His laundry list of goals include declaring a national emergency, a crackdown on cartels, limiting asylum claims, completing a border wall, and allowing the use of force against drug runners who DeSantis says are cutting through the structure already there.
We could just legalize drugs, which would reduce people trafficking drugs into the United States, because there would be people in the United States fulfilling the demand for drugs. Creating a border wall doesn't change the demand, it just changes how people supply that demand.
If somebody were breaking into your house to do something bad, you would respond with force. Yet why don't we do that at the southern border?
Because you can't just kill people just because you think they're doing something wrong and they're not breaking into your house, because the United States is not somebody's house, it's just land.
DeSantis also went further, seeking to eliminate what he called birth tourism. The governor said he wanted to force a reinterpretation of the U.S. 14th Amendment and end birthright citizenship. Meanwhile, back at home,
Though, if that does happen and DeSantis is able to use that against people moving into the United States, then he can apply that law to people already living in the United States and deny people birthright citizenship just because he doesn't like them.
Whether they're Republicans or Democrats, we are seeing opposition to these types of policies.
Democrats like Rep. Anna Eskamani warning immigration reforms DeSantis has already put in place are hurting more than helping. She's among those warning the governor is too extreme and driving entire families, undocumented or not, out of Florida, weakening the workforce.
I think it's another example of how the Republican-dominated legislature has gone too far.
Even so, political experts think DeSantis' real goals Monday were to get publicity, plant a flag on immigration, plus hit the current administration while differing himself from frontrunner Donald Trump. That's as Trump's spokesman called DeSantis the Fisher-Price version of the former president, who released his own immigration blast on Monday.
Under my leadership, we had the most secure border in U.S. history by far.
Trump touted his work on the border wall, promised to, quote, declare war and defeat the cartels, plus what sounded like mass deportations if reelected.
We will immediately begin the process of fully securing the border and removing the illegal aliens Joe Biden has unlawfully allowed to break into our country.
The problem with that type of solution is that a lot of innocent people get deported, but, right-wingers don't care. If you're brown, get out of town.
The Capitol, Forrest Saunders, WPTV News Channel 5.